So we have you clocked in at over 8,000 wins this year. What is the secret to the success out here?
Here is the starting lineup for the visiting Cleveland Cavaliers. At center, Jared Allen. Let's meet the starting lineup for your...
Welcome. Here's the starting group for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Waddle inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. A loaded backcourt. It's Garland and Mitchell. And it's Wolf at the 3 spot. And for the Raptors, Barnes and Pirtle make up the inside pair. Brady Dick is out there with Emmanuel quickly. And it's Ingram at the 3.
There is value in traditional 5s like Pirtle. They can grab glass and they can get you bonus points.
How important, Greg, is it to a team's confidence to start the season strong?
Kevin, I think it means more if you're a young team. If your roster is filled with veterans, you're looking at the bigger picture.
Fantastic defense, giving full effort.
MP outside. Another miss by MP.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off. Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
A point guard getting up like that, boy, that is special.
MP. We've played just over a minute here in the first. And it's Toronto.
Yeah. Big bag, got him big mad. Get into some money in his bag. Jumping out the Rolls truck with the temp tag. I'm getting money, I don't get mad. As in my hood, he gonna set it on stamp. And when them situations came, I came out like a champ. When it was pouring down raining, I came out of it damp. But now it's showers when we done all up in they traps. Can't be us cause they rats. Stand tall, point a finger, never that. I knew it had it all, went to the big and get it back. That's why I'm humble as ever. And I remember whatever. Don't chase cause they come with the cheddar. I see my man girl start acting bougie when he the cheddar. Before you know.
Before we announce the next winner, ready for some more 2K TV Interactive? Paint protectors are so valuable to team defense in
Led the NBA in blocks during the 2024-25 regular season.
Was it Brooke Lopez? Victor Wembanyama.
Welcome and thank you for spending this. And let's check Miami's starting lineup. Bam Adebayo is out there with Andrew Wiggins. Then it's MP. Then there's Tyler Hero. The wings, it's Caldwell Pope and Wagner. Paolo Banchero is out there with Goga Bitadze. And it's Black in at the 1. Well, Grant, tonight we've got two teams who aren't afraid to slow the pace of the game.
Well, B.A., it's because they're both adept at operating their half-court sets. They don't feel the need to push the tempo all the time.
Good on the shot.
Great to see a young guy play that kind of cerebral game. Wagner sees a shooter and gets him set up nicely.
Out to the wing. MP outside. Launches it. Orlando with the rebound. They come into this one having outplayed the Thunder in their last game.
And you'd have to think that luck played a part in that one. I mean, the opponent had an off night at the defensive end for sure. Well, I think it was a combination of things, quite honestly, but the defense didn't really offer them a challenge all night. I agree with that.
And it's Wagner missing. Miami's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Hero, the pass to Wolf. Back to Hero. Three-pointer. And MP with a basket on the assist by Hero. Wolf's got 6.
The passing of Hero keeps getting better and better as his career goes on.
Clark, the Magic winning the Southeast Division last year. A bit of a surprise to some.
Yeah, I agree. I was surprised as well, but you know what? That young group came together and is a bit ahead of schedule based on the typical trajectory of that kind of young team. But they've got a great, exciting core led by 2022 first-round draft pick, #1 overall pick, Paolo Banchero. And that's a solid foundation to build around, folks.
The three is up. Adebayo grabs the board.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide-open look in space there.
Wolf can't get it to go.
Great job of closing the space and getting a hand up.
And, you know, he's a guy who knows how to defend the three-point shot. He's not going to just give it to you. He's going to make you earn it.
Now here's Caldwell Pope, coming off a solid outing against Oklahoma City. Just 5 on the clock. Fires away from way outside. Black, no good. Miami has gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. From deep, MP. And again, no good by Miami. For Orlando, they've gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. Wagner, the pass to Banchero. Connects on the foul line jumper.
Yeah, this is a part of Banchero's game they'd like to develop here in the league.
The Heat have gone 2 for 5 here in the first. MP outside. Back to Hero. MP outside. Pass to Wiggins. From deep, MP. Rebound by the Magic. Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. It's Banchero with the drive. No good. That would have tied it. And so Adebayo will bring it up for the Miami Heat. Wiggins passes to Wolf. Tipped. Here's Black. He was another key contributor in that win against Oklahoma City. Pass to Batase. Shoots over Hero. Batase can't hit. The Heat with the lead. Fires it. Coy clanks that one off the back iron and it falls.
Yeah, rising up on a dime. I love seeing Hero be assertive like this.
Orlando has gone 0 for 3 from downtown. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Now a timeout called by Orlando.
Failing to find a rhythm offensively, something that needs to change and change soon.
I think this timeout, guys, is...
And for the Heat, they're shooting a poor 25% for this game so far. Wagner and Banchero, the talented forward pair. Cole Anthony out there with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Batase in at the 5 down low. That's who's out there for Orlando. Here's Anthony. There's the drive. And Anthony slams it in.
A nice mix and blend of speed and control on the drive. Anthony gets right where he wants to be.
Here's the 3. Got a piece of it. Banchero in the post. Working on Adebayo. Banchero no good.
That's the shot you hope for. Right at the rim. Just couldn't capitalize.
I'll say this. Banchero is a guy that opponents can't forget about for a second. And you see it in all the defensive attention he gets. Teams show him all kinds of different looks, and he draws a bunch of double teams in isolation. Paolo Banchero flushing it home.
And this is why you must push Banchero out of the paint, or else he'll slam it all over you.
Here's Wolf. Miami, no good that time either. Orlando leading. Anthony with it. Guarded now by Mitchell. Anthony, the pass to Batase. Outside, Caldwell-Pope. Batase down low. Covered by MP.
Yeah, first and foremost, he's a pass-first team player, is Caldwell-Pope. Love seeing that.
Miami has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Looking to end this cold spell. Wolf can't get it to go. Magic leading by 4. Here's Caldwell Pope. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. You know, Clark, something Kentavious Caldwell Pope brings, that championship experience.
And every championship team has a guy like KCP, a guy who can make shots, who's always there, ultra reliable, plays both ends, doesn't step out of his role, and all he does is help you win championships. I love watching guys like that contribute in a meaningful way to championship teams. And he's a fun guy to watch because he does his job at a high level pretty much every night.
Matase can't hit.
A perfect example of how to protect the rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
All right, a moment to check out some numbers for Franz Wagner. The Magic have got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. For 3, Caldwell Pope. Adebayo grabs the board. Adebayo's got 4 rebounds now. Oh, they get a hand on it. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Well, MP in their last game against the Thunder had a nice performance. He had 14 points, and talk about a two-way player. He was phenomenal at both ends. He stepped up his game tonight, and you could tell his teammates loved seeing him go to work. Guys?
Yeah, got it. We saw him play in attack mode the other day. We'll see if he can keep it up in this one.
You know, I think he can. A repeat performance should be no problem for him. And, you know, I'm curious, guys, to see whether the defense plays him straight up, plays him honestly, or do they deny him, trap him, whatever they can do to force the ball out of his hands. We'll see.
Tyler Hero's checked in for Mitchell. Jovic, he's checked in for Miami.
Second team foul. In for the Heat, Jovic.
All right, Clark, we're starting to close in on the midway point of the season. How do these players pace themselves for what's ahead?
You know, Brian, it's interesting. You've prepared to play a long, grueling season, so the guys are in great shape. But I think the biggest thing is to be smart about how you play, how you practice, and how you take care of your body. I think when you get between the lines, you're going 100%. How you manage the stuff off the court is really the key. Working hard, but smarter is the key to being able to be at your best late in the season.
Yeah, a versatile player. Hero is terrific at sensing when his guys are open.
Oh, Wiggins punishing him inside.
Such confidence as a passer. He hits guys in stride and makes it look easy.
For Orlando, they've gotten over 50% of their shots to go. 5 for 9 in the second. Back to Wagner. Fires the 3. Sinks it from distance. Wagner's got 5 now.
Attacking right away. Once Wagner has the ball, he doesn't even think about it. Take it and go.
A deep 3 from MP. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's De Silva. That won't go for him. Now 0 for 2. Heat trail by 4. And here's MP from outside. And they get it back. And it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here. Isaac, he's checked in. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far.
Magic, 29. The Heat, 31.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Here's Black. Setting the floor for Miami. They've got MP, and Adebayo is out there with Andrew Wiggins. Then there's Tyler Hero, and it's Ware in at the 5. And here's Adebayo. He'll bring it up for the Heat. 2-point game. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Nets. And that's a one-game homestand for the club.
Not the best three-point shooter in the league, but he's got enough skill that you can't just let him fire it up.
Here's Caldwell Pope, and he gets it to go.
Cashing in close, Caldwell Pope. Showing you there, he's more than just a jump shooter.
Hero finds MP. And again, Miami with a triple.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Here's Caldwell Pope, and he banks in the layup. Caldwell Pope's got 6 points.
And now, almost all their points coming from the paint.
From deep, MP sinks the tray. And the Heat.
Since halftime, remarkable results from downtown.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Wagner, the pass to Batadze. Here's Caldwell Pope. Caldwell Pope. Great positioning on the putback. Caldwell Pope's got 6 here in the quarter.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Pass to Wagner. To the middle. Batadze can't hit. Miami leading by 5. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, Paolo Banchero grew up in Seattle playing pros every summer, and that gave him a huge leg up in the NBA. He said, quote, "They'd always tell me it's not as hard as you think. You just have to be focused and locked in." That's what led to me having that demeanor. Brian?
The 2023 Rookie of the Year, Allie. He hit the ground running. Wagner, the pass to Banchero. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
There's some heat from Banchero now. He brings that ferocity. We know he's got an inferno raging in him.
Clark, he's a former 1-1 back in 2022. The league better watch out. Paolo Banchero is coming.
And he's coming with force, B.A. Loved him his 1 year in college. Loved his mobility, his strength, his savvy, and all of that on display as he's going to be one of the bright stars in the years ahead in the NBA.
Fast break, here we go. For 3, Caldwell Pope. And another 3 for Orlando.
You know, it just looks prettier from the corner. Especially when Caldwell Pope lets it go.
Time called here. Miami decides to talk it over. Clark, a lot of NBA pundits like to issue bold preseason predictions. I don't think...
Substitution on the court. Shooting for Miami. Where? 1 shot.
And the free throw is good. Now leading by 1. Orlando shooting 47% in this one. Looking efficient. On the wings, it's Caldwell Pope and Wagner. Goga Batadze is out there with Banchero. And it's Anthony in at the point guard position. That's who's out there for Orlando. They've done a great job of moving the ball tonight.
Yeah, B.A. Keeping everybody involved keeps everyone engaged.
Yep, count it. And the Heat lead by 1.
You got to do more than that to stop Hero. He's superb at staying under control.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Anthony. Outside, Caldwell Pope. Back to Anthony. Banchero left side. And he lobs it up top. 3 on the clock. And so it looks like it'll be Orlando's ball still. And that out-of-bounds violation is going to trigger a coach's challenge. This game is too close to let any kind of questionable call slide.
This call is all about viewing perspective. A lot of times a coach may have a better view of this call than the official. It's really just a matter of where the action takes place on the court.
Hey, when you're on the bench and see what looks like an obvious mistake on this call, you almost have to challenge. No matter when it comes in the game, you don't want to surrender any possessions. And the ruling has been made. They're going to uphold the original call on the out-of-bounds violation.
And as a coach, it stings to lose a timeout on a failed challenge, but it's a risk worth taking to make absolutely sure that you're not going to lose a possession on a blown call.
Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Caldwell Pope. And there are the Magic with another bucket.
He's a scorer at heart. I mean, that's the essence of his game. The clock ticking down, KCP steps up and delivers.
MP outside. This one for three. It's rebounded by Batadze. Batadze's got 7 rebounds in the game. On the wing, Anthony. Back to Caldwell Pope. A shot from the high post. And it's Miami with a rebound. Adebayo's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Hero, the pass to Wolf. Hero against Anthony. Back to MP. Inside. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. All right, a chance to check out the Orlando Magic's upcoming schedule. On Monday, they'll be matching up with Drew Holiday and the Boston Celtics. And then on Thursday, they'll host the Miami Heat.
And you know, for that matchup with New York, it's the second game of a back-to-back. So you know there'll be some heavy legs out there. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes its toll on your body.
Black's checked in for Anthony.
Cutting into this lead. They're well within striking distance.
Boy, time to tighten it up on defense. A stop here would be huge.
MP outside. Miami, no good that time either.
You kind of wonder where his head's at. The shot selection hasn't been there. And, of course, that one was just crazy.
And Bankero gets it to go.
I mean, 6'10", about 250. Bankero imposing his will inside.
Back to Hero. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Magic?
You know, all game long, they've imposed their will on the interior, scoring a lot of points in the painted area.
And also, attacking in transition has been working for them. I mean, credit them for running the break well and being opportunistic.
And here's Adebayo. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. Hero, the pass to Wolf. Back to Hero. Bankero against Adebayo. Shot clock at 6. Back to MP. Over Bankero. And Adebayo, the bucket. On the assist by MP. Wolf's got his 4th assist with that last one. The Magic have gotten 4 shots out of 6 attempts to drop so far in the 4th. And Carroll passes to Black. It's tipped. Fast break Miami. MP and Wiggins hammers the alley-oop.
Close game. Big score, Wiggins embracing the challenge.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. Magic trail by 3. And Caro outside. Can he keep it going? And it's Miami with a rebound. Adebayo's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Hero, the pass to Adebayo. That one is off. And the Magic shooting an even 50% since the 4th quarter got underway. Here's Bankero. Here's Black. He's guarded by Hero. Back to Bankero. That shot is off. Good D by Adebayo. Miami's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the 4th quarter. And stolen by Bankero. Here's Black. And Hero grabs the board. Expect them to take their time this trip down.
Yeah, B.A. The clock is theirs to burn.
To the inside. And it's in.
He's been playing great unselfish basketball. really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters.
He is delivering a lot of room service times tonight. One sweet one after another.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. They're behind by 5. 27 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game.
Yeah, he really got after it tonight. I mean, they asked him to provide a big chunk of the offense, and wow, he responded. The defense had no idea how to contain him.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Jamal Mosley was saying to the team. He thinks they're still very much in this game, saying it's right there, but it's on us to take care of it. We have to make it happen, hoping to inspire his team here.
And Allie, thanks. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. Now a timeout called by Orlando. They're down by 4. There's 18 seconds left in the game. Guys, your thoughts?
They're going to have to work fast coming out of the timeout.
They're going to draw up a play here, I think, to get a shot right off of the inbounds pass and not waste too much time at all.
And right here, they can't waste any time.
No, you need a quick bucket and then a quick foul.
Banchero finds Wagner. Offensive rebound. Out left to the wing. From behind the arc. Money. And that one brings them within 1.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
And you know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Yeah, and there's no question they have to foul. Now, I'm sure they would have preferred to avoid it.
They didn't really have another option. I mean, I thought they did a nice job getting it in his hands and making sure he was the guy who'd go to the line. That last free throw was critical. Their only choice now is to go for the 3 to tie.
So a close game sees Miami taking this one. And this was an emotional win for them. No doubt about it.
Just a fantastic accomplishment. You love how they just diffuse the energy in this arena.
And that'll do it, folks. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Clark Kellogg. This
Yeah. Big bag, got him big mad. Get into some money in his bag. Jumping out the Rose truck with the temp tag. I'm getting money, I don't get mad. As in my hood, he gon' set it on stamp. And when those situations came, I came out like a champ. When it was pouring down raining, I came out of a damp. But now it showers when we done all the in they tracks. Can't be us cause they rats. Stand tall, point a finger, never that. I knew it had it all, went to the bing and get it back. That's why I'm humble as ever. And I rumble whatever. Don't chase cause they come with the cheddar. I see my man girl start acting bougie when he cheddar. Before you knew it, better. I knew about it and I wanted to tell him I felt funny as ever. But when I told him, he went running to tell her. Remember I was down bad, I'm talking under the cellar. Now the Rolls Royces come with umbrellas. For the rain and all the pain that we've been through. If you don't feed your wolves, they gon' put you on the menu. That's why I be with family and some boys that I've been new. If money determine loyalty, we and all go against you. Facts. Rule number 1, never count your homie pockets thinking you deserve it. Rule number 2, never trust a for some purses. Rule number 3, say you send that money, you better stop splurging. So when it's all said and done, and you back at the bottom, they gon' treat you like you worthless. Respect the game, the fame. We millionaires, you watching Lil Chain. Disappeared quick as Lil Zane. Feeling yourself, I know you got a little lane. Just hold your composure. I seen it happen over and over. That couple 100,000 holding you over. That ain't real money, that's bill money. Buy a rollie, get a will money. Pay a lawyer, take a deal money. Now you tapped out, ain't got no appeal money. Calling home like, then did you wrong? But when you had that money, you could've put on. In the moment that they put